Welcome to Thin Blue Whiskey. I'm Mike.
Jay.
And I'm Jimmy.
And we are here today because Jay had a great idea about Mr. Horsey Top here.
Yeah.
What was the idea behind this?
Well, it is to find a whiskey that is actually readily available or more available and isn't quite on the hype train and double priced on the secondary market because, well, just because. So we have 2 bottles of Blantons, some old Forester Statesman, Elijah Craig, Russell 10, 4 Roses, and some Ancient Age?
Ancient Age 90 proof. Now, the Blantons that we have, one of them was a fresh crack. One of them was barrel number 213, Rick House number 12, bottled May 7th, 2021. And the other one...
It is 1010 of 22 from barrel 2,843 off of Rick number 62.
All right. The idea behind this was most people cannot get Blantons for MSRP. Yeah, a lot of people still can. That was retail for me. Yours was pretty close.
Retail, yeah.
But reality is people are paying 110 to 150. I know online retailers and different stores command upwards of almost $200 or $250 for a bottle of Blantons, which is just silly. But unfortunately, people pay those prices. And so we're here for science to say, are there more readily available options, all within the same proof point or really close to it? Or are there other less expensive options? Disclaimer here, the Elijah Craig, this is a single barrel store pick, but we figured, well, Blanton's single barrel, so it's a really pretty good comparison. The store pick is from Jacob Liquor Exchange in Wichita, Kansas. So it's a 10-year-old, 94 proof. But everything here is right in that 90 to 95 proof range. So the wife has poured these up for us blind. So we'll just kind of get started on the review here. So glass numero uno, gents. That's really soft.
It's delicate.
It is. Blandons? Think that's a Blandons?
God, I love calling it that.
It's really soft, really sweet.
It's very sweet. That's all I'm getting is a little like caramelized sugar and then just some softness of the alcohol.
What you picking up, Jimmy?
Well, they brought me back for kind of the undereducated view of a lot of this stuff. I liked it. I don't know, soft.
So have you had any of these?
I don't think so. Maybe the 4 Roses in a different setting on ice. So completely new in this taste test.
That's pretty good.
I liked it. We're still using the same scaling before, nose, palate, finish, complexity, that kind of stuff.
If you haven't checked out the Thin Blue Whiskey TikTok,
you should.
We reviewed over the holiday season 12 drams of Grinchmas, and all 12 were under $20. And that was a lot of fun. These, though, I'm hoping are a step above those $20 price points.
Yeah, we're already off to a much better start.
So our rating system: nose, palate, finish, complexity, enjoyability, all for a possible 5 points. Total is 25. And then at the end of this, we'll reveal what we think.
So prior to air, we were talking about complexity, and obviously for kind of a novice, I don't necessarily know what I'm looking for. If it's too much, if it's, it feels like this one had some complexity to it. There was a lot going on, but I don't know necessarily to pick out one thing over another. But
the nose is delicate and soft, but the palate is good.
It hits a little harder.
Yeah. All right.
I liked it overall.
Glass 2.
That is softer than the last one. That is...
I need this as an air freshener in my truck.
I get you a ticket or 3.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a much different kind of palate and finish.
A little spicier.
Yeah.
That's got to be a higher rye mash bill there.
I was picking up a little more rye-ish, and that normally sticks out like a sore thumb for me.
That brings the pain on the corner of the mouth. Like, that's not what I expected.
Oh, you guys aren't drinking all yours? Okay.
I did the first one because
I gotta save some
that's
in case we need to go back.
that's a good call though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to. That one definitely I'll have to go back to.
All right, that one's pretty good.
Not bad. I liked it on the nose. Again, you know. What
Should
you
we
got.
grab some Distiller's Pride to throw in here for shits and grins?
Nope.
Why is it even still here?
Let's not ruin
Because
the
I bought it.
science.
Wait.
And it's not lake season for
No.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's not.
We'll be
weed
doing
eating
a follow-up
season.
review about the 4th of July on that one. We'll see how it pairs with 100-degree heat and lake water.
All right, number 3.
We're so used to higher proof that these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's different yet. So you guys said the first 2 were kind of soft. I don't necessarily know if this one is the same. Picking up something different.
This I'm getting a lot more like butterscotchy on this.
Yeah, that finish is kind of.
I'm not.
Catching
I'm
something
not-
funky. Something on the nose is funky.
I'm not in love with this one.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not.
some cut grass or some like
We all know you love that note.
under the mower, like you just scraped it out. That kind of smell, like funky. And that is my ooh.
The nose is better.
It started off okay. I mean, all of these I think are going to have a pretty good, you know, nose and upfront value. Number 4. Okay.
Oh, that smells pretty sweet.
I'm finding that I like the sweet note a lot more, you know.
Most of these, I think you should probably get that.
Yeah.
I've never had the Statesman. It has been years since I've had Four Roses small batch and the Russell's 10.
Yeah.
Ancient age for me, the last time I had it was this past summer. So
It's good
It's
though
been
that
a
you
while.
you don't have necessarily a predisposition to any of them. It's not
No.
your normal sitting on the shelf nightly go-to. It's pretty harsh.
yeah, that doesn't finish.
That smelled
Yeah.
much better than it tasted.
It's it started off
That
well.
one and the last one both kind of smelled good and then kind of went.
Again, good
So-
on the nose, and then, you know, not on purpose, but I coughed a little bit, and I immediately got a lot of that kind of high proof alcohol right back up through the sinuses. So
I finished it, so I don't have to go back.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm not a fan of that.
I quit cheating. Don't look at my stuff.
I'm just perusing the goods here. Sorry.
If you guys are cheating off me, we are all gonna fail. You brought me in for comedy relief and just anecdotal bullshit, not necessarily a good palate.
Honestly, you give the insight though of a lot of the people who will hopefully view this video.
Sure.
Is this shit good?
Yep.
And is it enjoyable to drink? It's
Yep.
You're not gonna totally nerd out on flavors and what
Right.
I mean. You're gonna pick up sweetness and spiciness, but is it good? Is it worth, in this case, $25 for the
Right.
Ancient Age?
Yeah.
Is it worth, $35 for a Elijah Craig store pick of the 94 proofer? It's worth $35 for the Russell's 10-year. Is it worth $32, $34 for, or in this area, the Four Roses small batch, $30, $34? Or is it worth the Blantons,
Yeah.
60 MSRP in our area now on the Blantons is
65-ish.
$65.
Yeah.
But again, some people pay upwards of $120.
Yeah, the secondary market stuff you
$150
guys talk about.
So
So if anything, once again, similar to if you watch the 12 drams of Grinchmas, everything was about finding something that was enjoyable on a budget. Now you're in the upper shelves, and a guy like me that walks into a liquor store, you might catch some brand names that but I shop with the price tags first. And so, if we can hopefully vet out that some of these, kind of match up, then fantastic. If Blanton's is a runaway, then, you get what you pay for kind of a deal. So, all right. So we're through. We're on to number 5.
Number 5. Kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That aligns more with number 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
3 and 4 kind of outliers for me, on the nose at least. 1 and 2, and now 5.
Get back to that sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet on the nose.
Honey sweetness. Honey light caramel.
Yeah, some toasted brown sugar in there somewhere.
There's something in between the palate and the finish that
Yeah.
I'm picking up that I can't.
I'm on it.
I don't know
I'm
what
right there
how
with
to
you.
equate it though. It's not.
It's
Ford's a Scotch. I mean, there's a weird
kind of
smoky.
It's kind of earthiness.
Yeah.
I won't say grassy, but it's kind of just this.
It's thick
I don't
and
know.
weird. Yeah. Again, started off great. The nose is
Like that
sugary sweet. with
damp
one.
morning, like that.
Yeah.
It's just like a you walk outside and it just smells
Thick
like
dew.
damp. Yeah,
Thick
thick dew.
It had
The
a very
finish,
similar.
that kind of that transition from palate to finish. I know exactly what you're picking up that you're not liking, and I'm
No.
that kind of the same thing. It's kind of got it like a little bit of an herbally, floral earth thing going on, right? That transition, and it's
just right there, and then it kind of disappears, but it's unmistakable in the process.
Yeah, it's different.
Doing this blind, you never know what you get.
that's different.
If this was a Tinder date, we'd be off to a good start.
Let me know how the date finishes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not kicking them out of the car yet.
No?
This is okay. I mean, it's kind of harsh, but I'm okay with it. There's some spicy,
Kind of like that. There's a little bit of a almost.
I think I'm gonna be
like
mad
a-
at the end of this.
Can
Is
we?
there a little bit of a tobacco-y kind of
That's.
thing going on?
I was
It's
curious.
either that or leather.
Yeah,
That's
kind of the
that-
same in that same
yeah.
realm of.
I caught it on the nose where it's that worn leather chair.
And see, that's generally my jam.
Yeah.
I like the oaky leather, tobacco oak. So I kind of like this.
Not too shabby.
A little
That
bit of
one-
a pepper on the nose. That's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. So again, we talked about like complexity. If you're if you're trying to pick out 8 different things that are all hitting you, to me that's overly complex
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And if they all play nice together, then
Sure.
you got a home run. But
Right.
sometimes you get that weird outlier that
Yeah.
like, nah, that could have done without that note. Kind of dig that finish on that.
We need to get a sponsorship from some kind of like antacid company,
Oh, Gaviscon.
Brought to you by Gaviscon and Pepsid and baking soda.
In all seriousness, if you have heartburn, Gaviscon, I'm telling you.
This
I'll
is
be
not
drinking some tonight.
Yeah, this is not a
bed.
paid endorsement yet.
Although it
But, yeah.
could be, because I drink a lot of it.
Yep. All right.
Number 7.
Lucky number 7.
We're back to super sweet there.
Yep.
Oh my.
I'm having trouble picking a bunch of them apart. They all kind of start off in the same.
That's what we wanted. I mean, that's
Yeah.
exactly what we were after.
The whole
though.
blind pour is coming in handy because off the top, you
I
guys.
think just now, obviously, we've run through these fairly quickly on just the 7, just boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you right now that if you tell me there's nothing in these number 2 and 3 are kind of
I like
the
that.
weird outliers,
Mhm.
I agree.
but they weren't awful. And if you were to say number 2 and number 3 were $25 and $30,
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
I'm
You would
totally
about
fine.
expect that,
I'm
right?
totally fine with that. Also, on the flip side of the coin is that none of these drink, to me, $150.
No, sir. Yeah, this one is my highest ranked one yet, and we haven't really talked about it. But the finish, I mean, it just goes away. Some of those others kind of lingered. This one, I feel like
That's almost got that.
It disappeared.
Like
It wasn't
dark, almost a sticky fruit, like a
Figs,
date,
plums, dates.
fig on the finish, especially like late palate and rolling into the finish. It's good. Kind of like it.
I liked it more than at least half of them so far. But again, I think it was uncomplicated. You know, the complexity
Yeah.
when you swallow and it just kind of dies.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of lingering debt. I think that's good for me anyway.
I'm sure I like it as quite as much as 6. I kind of like number 6.
Yeah, 6 was tied for second for me.
All right, so we've gone through all 7. We're gonna hit the fast forward on the old video edit here. We're gonna kind of do some A/B tests. So we'll fast forward from here, and then we'll come back for the results.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to results time.
Yep.
We're finally done. As Jimmy said, I'm the kid that takes the whole hour if the test is an hour and asks for more time.
Yep.
He was done in 5 minutes.
I got done in 5 minutes and went to recess. So while these guys have been carefully going back through all of their reviews, I think we're to the point where we're gonna start revealing which is which and see if it matches up to our scoring.
Let's do the Blantons last.
Okay.
Oh.
That's where we're going towards.
All right.
So
So
you want to
Statesman.
start with number 2?
Statesman.
Yeah, our second model in the succession anyway.
number 5.
Statesman.
Alright.
Number 5. Whiskey number 5.
I think
I
that
liked
one-
it.
Yeah, we liked it up front, and then I think you went back and it got better for you and worse for me when I went back to it, or something of that ilk. But not bad though.
Yeah.
Good nose.
So I had it at an 18 out of 25. Where'd you guys finish at?
I was at 14.
Yeah, I had a 13, and I think I can't remember. Again, we'll have to check the tapes, but they all started off really, really well, and then somewhere between the palate and the finish, I don't know, 5 and 6.
You say started off really well, so obviously number 3 was the outlier for me. It was the worst start. It was the worst nose, worst palate,
Just didn't
worst
get better.
finish, but all the others, I mean,
Yeah,
very close.
can't go wrong. A lot of these are pretty closely like a good B+ type stuff.
All right, $55.
Yeah.
$58, $60.
For me, it's third on my list, tied with 2 others. So
It's 4th for me, but those are all only separated by 2.5 points.
Yeah.
So
Second from the bottom. Hated it.
didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
It saves you money.
It was, again, if I was price tag shopping, I would have skipped it anyway. However, knowing what we know now, it wasn't bad. I don't think that I have enough experience to be able to pick out some of the different nuanced stuff, but it certainly wasn't bad, but it had a couple of things for me that I don't think I'd add it to my collection.
All right, Jay, grab that $25 bottle.
Let's see.
The Ancient Age,
Ancient
Age 90.
Oh, good. It is number 7.
Ha! Knew I liked it.
That's number 2 for me.
Winner in Jimmy's dinner.
Oh man,
It's your day today.
I could have about told you that the one I liked the most was the cheapest. Completely blind testing. We did not ruin the science for you guys.
this is Ancient Age 90 proof.
Yep.
I will say that they make an Ancient Age 10 star, which is also 90 proof. Labels completely different. I do not know, so if you know if there is a difference,
Yeah, hit us
put
in
it
the
in the
comments.
comments.
or send us some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had the Ancient Age 10 star. I don't know if it's the same thing. And they're both a major step up from the regular 80 proof Ancient Age.
Yeah. This is the one that we were talking about. I thought that it finished amazingly, simply, and it kind of died off, but that's what I was looking for. A lot of the lingering, a lot of the heartburn stuff wasn't there with that one. So that's why I ranked it the highest out of the group.
So I graded it 18 and a half.
Yeah,
It was my third by a half a point. My second place was a 19. So I mean, it was right there.
Tops?
Top 2.
I will definitely look for
top
that
3.
next time I go.
But I've never seen it here in Salina.
Drat.
I would say if you can find the Ancient Age 90 proof,
Yep.
absolutely
Again,
pick it up.
This
It
could have
is
been
awesome.
the Easter egg that we dropped into the 12 drams of Grinchmas.
It
This
was
would have been
dang
a quality
close.
ad.
Mhm.
Yep. Cool.
All right.
All right,
Let's
moving on.
go Elijah Craig.
You want me to?
Yeah, that one.
I got longer arms. Elijah Craig was number 2.
That was my winner.
Oh, nice. Nice. That was in my group of 14s. Right in the middle.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
What's the price point on this particular Elijah Craig?
30,
So not Blanton.
30,
I mean, it's
35, 40
Okay.
bucks.
you're still.
Yeah, you're under 50.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is, again, it is a store pick. It's it's the
Hard to
it's
get.
It's the private barrel.
If we had our availability star like we did before, this one will be more difficult to obtain.
Everybody, all the stores are doing
They all pick.
the Elijah Craig
Elijah
private
Craigs.
barrel,
Okay.
but they're all doing the barrel proofs. Seems like I've seen a couple of the 94 proof store picks, but they're few and far between. I would say if that's your jam, to kind of stick around that sub 100 proofer, if you find an Elijah Craig store pick, do it.
Buy 2 of them.
It-
You won't hate.
If you
yourself.
respect the store and how they do their picks anyway.
Yeah.
So I would say it's well worth it. Number 1 for me, there's the winner,
Nice.
20 and a half. So
14, middle of the road. Just kidding.
all right,
It was
Russell.
good, not great. You
Russell's
grab that one?
10.
All right, Russell's 10.
Let's see it.
Number 1.
That was my second place.
Yep.
All right.
I like this one. Educate me on what's good, or what makes this one.
So this is
Cool.
35, 36 bucks. And it's getting harder to find
Okay.
around here. I went to 3 liquor stores. We're located in central Kansas. This was the last bottle at the 3rd store that I stopped at.
Wow. Okay.
Typically, in a lot of markets, it's easy to find.
Yeah.
So I would say availability is generally
Okay.
good, but spotty maybe at times. So take that into consideration. But at 35, less than 40 bucks.
Gets good reviews.
It's good.
Won't break the bank.
Really good.
Solid all the way around.
This is starting to look worse.
This
and
is
worse.
looking
This
worse and
fun.
worse
Oh,
for
I know.
Blanton's, dude.
Trust me.
This is not
Because I know I like
good.
that one.
Let's
Like, Four Roses is always good.
4 Roses on our sheet was number 4. Hey, that's ironic and completely unplanned.
Weird.
Dude.
This one didn't
weird.
rank well with most
So
of us.
this puts
I hated this
it
one.
puts Blanton's either worst
It puts
or second place.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, mine's
Which may prove out
Best
some
and
of what
last.
you guys were trying to, articulate with this. The last time I had that particular 4 Roses, it was over ice and in a much different setting. So I think, the ambiance played into it, and I was convinced. The barkeep told me it was good, so I thought it was good. Drinking it down here, a little bit different vibe, but it wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't. It was kind of in that mid pack for me again. 14 out of 25, but
So we're about to get to your tied for second.
yep, yeah, whatever it is.
So you like Blanton's.
Well,
just-
I either like it or I hate it by
well,
the looks of things.
that's where I'm
so-
at. Mine is the bottom at
We-
10
okay,
and
yeah.
the
We
top
have
at
all
22 and a half.
we are all at
Ah.
like it or hate it, and that is
Yeah.
the single barrel.
That's the single barrel that plays in, and I'm a huge Compass Box fan because of the controllability between batches. Like you can get a blended Scotch whiskey, and I'm gonna get hate for this, but you can get a blended Scotch whiskey like here's one,
Put it in the comments. He loves hate.
the Glasgow blend, and this is a barrel pick, but you can get Glasgow blend almost anywhere they sell Compass Box, and it is delicious, and it's $30 to $40 a bottle. You can get Monkey Shoulder, another blended Scotch whiskey, delicious, but it's the same every time.
All right. Well,
Moment of truth.
God, I hope mine is the 20 because
I don't want to take that home with me.
Which one do you want me? I'll do the honors since you guys are. Unless
have at it.
Okay.
Have at it. This
So
is Jay's bottle.
This was our fresh crack, right?
Yep.
fresh cracked Jay bottle.
Number 6. Yes.
Mine's clearly got some oxidation. I'm gonna have to drink that.
I'm sure. So this was one of
Number 3. We'll say Mike's.
Blending.
That's unfortunate. And
Can
again,
have the name Blanton's.
yeah.
I put T's on both.
Complete transparency. I peeked during our commercial break, and the Blantons that, you know, if you guys would have given me a glass of this in any setting and said, man, this is some of the best stuff ever, you got to try it, probably would have loved it. When you bash it against all of these, it came out the worst. I mean, it was my lowest score, and I think
all of us
had the lowest
every
score.
one of us.
Which that bottle is clearly drank from. So, you know, you've enjoyed it in another setting or two, but...
Yeah. That's why I love doing these blind.
Yep.
It takes all of that out.
Well, yeah, all the things that tend to pollute your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, this is definitely cool.
So I had my Blanton's number bottle 3 here. I had ranked it at 11.
I had a 9.
10.
So we're all right there. 9, 10, and 11. It was flat.
So it does frustrate, you know, I'm sure a lot of the purists that are Blanton's fans, and it's great overall in a lot of settings, but in this particular taste test, the reason you guys wanted to do this are any of these that are sub, you know, they're half the price or, you know, close to half the price, do they measure up? One Blanton's did, one clearly didn't.
I would say if you're...
Ancient Age.
Huh?
The Ancient Age.
Yeah.
If you can find it.
Star pick.
If you can find an Ancient Age 90, I think that is where we're at. Buy it. Buy it.
Yep.
All of it.
Yep.
Or save some for me. Don't buy it all.
Yeah, really, if you're coming through Kansas, give us a shout.
So this has been fun. Obviously, I think we can say if you have an opportunity to buy a Blanton's at retail at call it $60. I think some markets are still $55.
Yeah.
Some are up to $70. I think.
$70.
So if you're in that wheelhouse of, still $70, I'd be disappointed if I paid $70 for that. Fortunately, I didn't have to, but yeah, if I bought that on secondary market, I would be very disappointed if I paid $150. So obviously budgets are different.
Sure.
Opinions are different, palates are different. So at the end of the day, drink what you like.
Sure.
Drink it how you like it. If you want to put ice in it, great. If you want to put Coke in it, great.
Go back to our other video. We've got some of those.
That may be coming soon, by the way.
Yeah.
The Nixie special.
Nixie special.
Yes.
March mixers coming up next.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. This has been fun.
Been fun. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I guess do what you want at the end of the day. We're just 3 guys who like whiskey. We like whiskey all different ways.
Yeah.
So
We're
Jimmy
good.
typically drinks his with ice. So for the purposes of this, we've made him drink it neat, which is just generally not his wheelhouse, but I appreciate him indulging us.
Well, thanks for inviting me over to drink your whiskey, Mike. Appreciate it.
But yeah, spend your money wisely and be careful. Don't overspend if you don't have to. I would say don't support the online retailers who charge $199,
Yeah.
$249 for Blanton's.
No.
Just don't do it.
Save your money. There's better options out there that will taste just as good.
Even the best one.
Yep.
I wouldn't want to pay $150. It's not a $150 whiskey.
It's not.
So,
Well, now you know.
all right. We'll see you next time on Thin Blue Whiskey, where we've got some fun coming.
Thank
We'll
you all.
see you guys later. Sláinte.